Hello, Missourians. I'm Kristi Nichols, Republican candidate for the United States Senate. Today we're going to talk about Acorn. Many of you have heard about Acorn and seen them on the news. They've been indicted in 12 states for various fraud charges, and several people within their organization have been convicted of those charges. Acorn was founded in 1970 by the SDS radical Wade Rathke to tear America down, not by violence, by growing costly government social programs. Today, Acorn operates through more than 150 neighborhood chapters in over 100 cities across America. There's been rumors and a lot of media exposure saying that Acorn has dissolved itself, but as a matter of fact, they are very active. And we, as American citizens and voters that want to have our voices be heard in the elections of electing our representatives and senators and the President of the United States, we need to ensure that there are fair elections and that our votes are actually counting. Acorn is most infamous for voter registration fraud. These are a lot of the charges that have been brought against them, with astounding evidence being gathered. Dumping mountains of new registrations just hours before deadlines, overwhelming local election officials. Recent criminal investigation in at least a dozen states, Congress included charges of racketeering, extortion, and the largest voter registration scandal in the United States history of 1.3 million registration applications by Acorn for the 2008 election. Some 400,000 were rejected. This is massive voter fraud. And as your next United States Senator, I will be working diligently to make sure that Acorn is brought to justice and that all of these charges and the people and the officials and the chapters involved are brought to light. Let's look at the report. This is from the Committee of Oversight and Government Reform from the House of Representatives. This is a staff report issued in 2009, and this talks about the Association of Community Organizations for Reform, known as Acorn, has repeatedly and deliberately engaged in systematic fraud. Both structurally and operationally, Acorn hides behind a paper wall of nonprofit corporate protections to conceal a criminal conspiracy on the part of its directors to launder federal money. This is taxpayer money that you and I, hardworking Americans, is going to Acorn in order to pursue a partisan political agenda and to manipulate the American electorate. Americans, Missourians, we need to be informed and we need to be concerned. And this needs to be a priority, that Acorn, all of its directors and chapters and the people that have committed this fraud are brought to justice. Emerging accounts of widespread deceit and corruption raise the need for a criminal investigation of Acorn. By intentionally blurring the legal distinctions between 361 tax-exempt and non-exempt entities, Acorn diverts taxpayer and tax-exempt monies into partisan political activities. Since 1994, more than $53 million in federal funds have been pumped into Acorn, and under the Obama administration, Acorn stands to receive a whopping $8.5 billion in available stimulus funds. These are our taxpayer dollars, and we need to take action. This goes on to say, this report, operationally, Acorn is a shell game played in 120 cities, 43 states, and the District of Columbia through a complex structure designed to conceal illegal activities, to use taxpayer and tax-exempt dollars for partisan political purposes, and to distract investigators. Structurally, Acorn is a chess game in which senior management is shielded from accountability by multiple layers of volunteers and compensated employees who serve as pawns to take the fall for every bad act. Is this leadership? This is corruption at the highest level. This is the defiling of the American system and of the electorate on the highest possible level